A thread by Carlos Osuita. Where's Alyssa? On a bender? Congratulations, Justice Barrett, and thank you, President Trump. Anyone tired of winning? Or do you want more winning? Democrats screech, lie, destroy, and wear stupid costumes. Conservatives get the job done and vote. Pollsters are slowly trying to mitigate the disaster coming for them. The polls are tightening. Oh, you mean the senile guy and the super spreader are no longer 5,000% ahead of Trump? I've been looking at photos of the senile guy's son, the newly released photos. He exposed his father deliberately. No doubt in my mind. Why? Here you go. Look at the son's face. It tells the whole story. The son has steadily documented his self destruction. He seeks oblivion. Since he can't escape what was done to him and what he chose to do, he's bringing down the whole rotten structure. I recommend the Danish movie, The Celebration. It's about an all consuming father and his enablers, and a ruined son who must decide if he wants to raise a stink or not. Link in the thread, The Celebration, 1998 trailer, English subtitles. There's a certain type of father who must own his children. This is always learned behavior handed down from generation to generation. Very few sons can survive the meat grinder on their own terms. Plenty of sons want vengeance, which I understand, especially if the sons have gone along and allowed themselves to follow in their father's footsteps. Usually, those sons either surrender and become their father's biggest fans, or they destroy themselves, or they destroy themselves and their fathers. Then they check out. Really bad people like to flaunt their corruption, depravity, and domination in public. It's all about degrading the weaker person. Now, there are plenty of fathers who don't really know they're doing this. When they accept it, they're horrified and deeply remorseful. Doing Time on Maple Drive is a great movie. It's about a father who made mistakes but is now ready to take responsibility for them. He's a military man, so when confronted in a way he can't deny, he faces his shortcomings unflinchingly. Link in the thread, Jim Carrey in Doing Time on Maple Drive. I have a different ego structure than most. It's not superiority, it's just different. My father wasn't the son for me. He and my mother gave me life, but that was where the connection ended. I chose to take care of them because of this. Movie night on the Carlos thread, Zulu, 1964. Nigel Green replies to the question, why us? With the simple reply, because we're here. Why us, my brother and me? Because we were there. There was nobody else, just us. Years ago, at the supermarket, I saw a really weather beaten, bitter looking woman buying a giant box of adult diapers, a carton of cigarettes, and 2/5 of whiskey. I told my brother, and he said, a daughter taking care of her parents, and we both laughed. We used to joke about what was waiting for us, and it all came true. It was actually far worse than we'd imagined it would be. Without even hesitating, we did things that would kill most people. Why? Because there was nobody else, just us. There was never any drama when it came to my parents and me. No urge to confront, no need to prove anything to them. All the leftists who rabidly hate Trump, they all had fathers like Joe Biden. Again, look at that face. Lost, in agony, trapped, doomed. I'll never understand people like Joe Biden. What did a lifetime of corruption, domination, control, and depravity get him? He never gave it a nanosecond of thought. And now he gets to pay the butcher's bill thanks to his son. Nobody, but nobody, avoids the butcher. I just watched a 10-year-old boy going on a rampage down his street. He smashed car windows, broke house windows, and threw rocks at people. Adults were restraining property owners from decking the little bastard. Everybody waited for the cops. When the cops held him down, he shouted, "I can't breathe! I can't breathe!" The twist: the kid was white. The teenager filming was black. "That's the ritual now," the black kid said as the child psycho screamed. I know why that kid's a psycho. Rotten, abusive parenting. But nobody gets to destroy my property because their life sucks. My life sucked more than almost all Americans. So what? I never once took it out on anybody. Joe Biden is getting everything he deserves. He actually deserves a lot more, but his punishment hasn't even started yet. As for the rest of us, we all know when we're doing wrong. If you do it anyway, you have no excuses. I have a lot of sympathy for ruined sons, but they seem to choose the same handful of paths. My own unsolicited advice is to try and make a life for yourself on your own terms. It won't be the life you wanted, but it's the life you have, and it can be good. I mean, I'm seeing things that I believe to be forever out of our reach. Trump is making them happen. By 2024, this will be a totally new country, a totally new world. The fact that I lived to see it means I had a good life, and the best is yet to come.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.